In a world where maritime dominance defines geopolitical influence, and aerial supremacy is no longer assured, a new era of precision weaponry is emerging. Nations are racing not just for deterrence, but for decisive edge. And at the heart of Britain's future naval and airstrike capability lies an advanced missile program, sleek, stealthy, and devastatingly smart. The future cruise, anti-ship weapon FCASW is Britain's answer to tomorrow's threats. And it's coming as early as 2026. Welcome to Motor Authority, where we usually dive deep into cutting-edge automotive technology, but today we're looking at propulsion, engineering, and control systems from a different angle. This time, it's not about road grip or torque, it's about survivability, lethality, and precision in combat. The FCASW is the product of a joint Anglo-French initiative under the MBDA umbrella, born from the need to replace both the Royal Navy's aging Harpoon anti-ship missile and the Royal Air Force's Storm Shadow cruise missile. Think of it as the next-generation Spear, an intelligent, networked weapon system designed for future warfare scenarios where electronic warfare, stealth, and long-range engagement are critical. This missile isn't just another explosive on wings. It represents a fusion of design philosophies, mission profiles, and technological ambition from two of Europe's most experienced military powers. The result: a versatile, sea-skimming, terrain-hugging precision weapon with the agility of a fighter jet and the lethality of a heavyweight. The FCASW will reportedly feature a range exceeding 300 kilometers, potentially reaching beyond 400. That's deep strike territory, meaning it can be fired far from enemy defenses, cruise at low altitudes to avoid radar, and strike hardened naval or land targets with pinpoint accuracy. It's designed to fly below the radar, literally, evading even the most advanced detection systems. Unlike traditional missiles with fixed trajectories and limited responsiveness, the FCASW is expected to have an adaptive flight profile. That means it can adjust course mid-flight based on real-time intelligence. This kind of smart autonomy, possibly enhanced by artificial intelligence, would allow the missile to pick secondary targets, avoid interception, or even return to base if needed. Propulsion is a key part of this capability. While official details are classified, MBDA has hinted at a high subsonic to low supersonic speed range, using either turbojet or ramjet technology. There's a significant possibility that different variants of the FCASW will be tailored for different platforms, air-launched, ship-launched, and possibly submarine-launched. That level of versatility is what makes it a game-changer. Onboard guidance is another leap forward. Combining GPS, inertial navigation, and terrain contour mapping, it's believed to be capable of penetrating complex air defenses. But more importantly, it will likely include a dual-mode seeker, probably an advanced radar system combined with infrared or optical sensors, allowing it to distinguish between real targets and decoys. In simple terms, it's not just fast and sneaky, it's smart enough to avoid being fooled. Now, let's talk about how this missile fits into Britain's broader strategic picture. The Royal Navy's Type 26 and Type 31 frigates are both designed with FCASW integration in mind. These ships, equipped with vertical launch systems or deck-mounted canisters, will be able to deploy the missile to enforce sea control, deny access, and project power across contested waters. Imagine a British warship firing a volley of these missiles toward an enemy carrier group, coordinated, accurate, and devastating. From the air, platforms like the RAF's Typhoon and future Tempest aircraft will likely carry the air-launched variant. This enables Britain to deliver standoff strikes without exposing its pilots to hostile air defenses. The Storm Shadow has served the role effectively, but it's reaching the end of its life. FCASW FCASW will fill that gap and go much further, both literally and technologically. Beyond capability, there's the question of strategic independence. Relying on American weapons like the Harpoon or the Tomahawk has always been a practical solution. But FCASW is about sovereignty. It ensures that Britain and its European allies have their own high-end strike capability, built in Europe, controlled from Europe, and fielded according to European priorities. The missile's development timeline targets an in-service date around 2026, though full operational capability may follow a few years later. MBDA has already completed several phases of testing, including flight trials and system integration studies. It's not just a concept anamario, it's a real weapon, moving toward deployment. For the French, it replaces the Exocet and Scalp missiles. For the UK, it closes a strategic gap left by aging systems. And for NATO, it strengthens collective strike capability without deepening reliance on a single supplier. Now, you might be wondering, what makes FCASW different from hypersonic weapons, which are grabbing headlines everywhere? While it may not be hypersonic, FCASW plays a different game. Hypersonics offer speed, FCASW offers stealth, flexibility, and intelligence. It's designed not to be seen, not to be stopped, and not to miss. It operates in the tactical and operational sweet spot, just fast enough to reduce reaction time, just stealthy enough to avoid detection, and just smart enough to make decisions on the fly. Against modern navies or land-based defenses, that can be far more practical than speed alone. The UK's strategic pivot to the Indo-Pacific, its reinforcement of NATO's eastern flank, and its commitment to maritime freedom all points to a growing need for independent strike options. FCASW isn't just a missile, it's a message. Britain is prepared to defend its interests, project force, and remain at the forefront of defense innovation. And it's not just about missiles, either. Developing FCASW means investing in the software, guidance, materials, and propulsion systems that will underpin future British aerospace programs. The same companies and engineers designing FCASW may very well be working on the engines for future combat aircraft, AI-assisted targeting systems, or next-generation drones. So, whether you're into naval strategy, airpower, or just fascinated by cutting-edge propulsion, this missile marks a turning point. From design board to deployment, FCASW is more than a weapon. It's a signal to allies and adversaries alike. The UK, alongside France, is building the tools for tomorrow's battlefield, fast, flexible, and fearsome. Thanks for watching Motor Authority. If you enjoyed this deep dive into British military innovation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. What do you think about the future of anti-ship weapons and cruise missile technology? Are we entering a new arms race, or simply preparing for what's inevitable? We'll see you next time, whether on the road or on the radar.